Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the OneBlock Skyblock series. We, in our last episode, of course, got a bunch of these animals segmented off, and we also made it to phase 2 of the infinite block here. So there's some work that we need to carve out of the way still. But let's first run in and grab the eggs being laid by these chickens. See if we can't get this guy back into his pen with the rest of his friends here. And we're going to need to invest in either some fence gates or some carpet so we can easily hop in and out of these pens as the series progresses. But one other thing that I wanted to outline really quickly is between the last couple episodes I've had, I got a really cool new mouse that has a free spinning scroll wheel, and I'm super excited for that. It's probably not going to have as many applications in this series as it will in some of the other ones that I do, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. So let's actually get into the second phase of this block. We'll probably go up to phase 3 of whatever this block has to offer today. And in order to do that, we are going to need to make, at the very least, a pick to get through some of this early game stone. And it actually probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Actually, let's just go ahead and make an axe. And we will be making better weapons once we have some stone and iron and other things. But at the very least, this is going to be something that we want to start off with, at least until we have some stone tools ready to work with. And there's another modification I'm going to want to make here in just a brief moment once we've got some better stuff. So let's grab some of this stone and see where that puts us. Okay, now we've got some iron showing up, so we can no longer be using this wooden pickaxe for that. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a stone pick. And then let's make ourselves a stone axe as well. And then finally, or at least finally for now, with this crafting session, we're going to want to make ourselves a furnace and then store up a solid chunk of the goods that we're getting out of here. Let's keep our saplings, the eggs, and a couple of the other things in here, just so we're absolutely sure and safe of our most needed possessions. Okay, so this is actually going to keep us safe from the majority or any mobs that could come up from here. I will just need to, mine that center block back out with this axe. So just like that, any mobs that come spawning in should be stuck in the confines here, or at least that's the working theory. So let's go ahead and work our way through some more of these blocks as they come through for us. Okay, so we've got a mushroom that's come through. Thankfully, we can still kind of work around with this, but let's at least craft up some more fence posts so we can put him in kind of a pen of his own, if possible. And the good thing about having one of these mushrooms on standby is it means that we've got a really good source of sustenance, even if it is in the bit of a pinch. There we are. Put that guy right there. And then we'll just want to make sure that we replace this slab. As a matter of fact, I'll just leave a temporary slab there so we can break that out whenever we need to. Alright, got another mushroom that we can put in over here. And again, these guys are going to be nice to hold on to for later on down the road. Especially if we can get some different flower types on our hands as well. Well, we've got our first spruce sapling as well as a couple of feathers. I mean, we could have feathers a while back, but we'll be okay. Ah, hostile mob. But because of our little retaining wall that we've got set up, he didn't have anywhere to go, and that keeps us pretty safe from anything that could come our way unless it's a creeper, in which case we'll need to get away very, very quickly. Got another zombie that came through. We were able to handle him very well. Let's see what else comes our way. Hopefully we can get a bit more of this dirt so we can, you know, actually expand out our area of growth. We've got a decent amount of cobblestone, actually, as well. Let's harvest up a little bit more of this iron. What we got, more spruce saplings and a little bit of string. Not bad there. Oh, rabbits. They're gonna jump right off the edge. And I don't have any carrots, do I? Well, that's just kind of problematic. Yep, already lost one of them. Well, maybe more of them won't... Nope. Rabbits are gone. There wasn't really a way for me to hold on to those guys. Best wishes, I guess. Alright, so we went ahead and smelted up some of the iron that we've got. And I think the best initial use for this is going to be crafting up some shears. So let's get in through this way, collect up anything that's been dropped by these chickens. And then we'll come back through here, shear up these sheep, and that'll be enough for not only a few of these carpets that'll be really nice for us, but it's also going to be enough for us to get a bed. And the grass will spread in there, they'll regrow eventually, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to set up some automatic wool harvesting items once we have redstone, nether quartz, some of that other stuff. But we'll get into that at some point down the road, I'm sure. But for now, let's go ahead and we'll craft up a bed, and then we'll craft up a little bit of carpet. This is going to be a temporary spot for this bed. We'll find a better place for it eventually. Once we've been able to expand out this pad a bit more, and then we'll place one piece of carpet here because that'll allow us to get into these 3 pens. And then actually, I feel like we'll be able to knock out this and place a carpet here instead, because now if we need to knock this out, we can come off the side of that carpet and get back in as well. So that'll serve as at least a temporary purpose for us, and we'll go ahead and bank this last carpet for now until we find something we absolutely need to use it on. However, what I would like to do is start making a path out away from here with some of our cobblestone. And this will be so we can make an area where we can start growing some of our own wood with the saplings that we have, especially because we don't have any spruce wood. We've just got the saplings that have sprung up for now. And then I've got a nice little circle graph that I'm going to use to help us get a nice circular area built up around here. We'll have to modify it a little bit because I've got an odd segment here, but this should do quite nicely. So we'll have 5 blocks here. Then we'll come over 1 and 2. We'll put a placeholder block here. We'll go 1. Another placeholder block here. We'll go 1. Placeholder block here. We'll go 1, 2. And then a placeholder block here, and we'll go 1, 2, and then 3 will be the middle segment. And that's the first kind of quarter of this area here. Now we'll mine back up the placeholder blocks if we can. I'm sure that we'll get lava eventually where we can make a cobblestone generator. But still, I'd like to hold on to any of these where I can. Looks like we lost out on that one as well. So, lost 2 pieces of cobblestone, but I'm sure we haven't seen the last of that, and we're about to get a little bit more right here. More rabbits. 3 of them this time. One of them made their way in with the chickens. And, oh, 4 of them actually. Well, at least they made their way into some of these pens. Let's see if we can kind of spook this guy back across, see if he finds his way down into the void. Well, there's just not really a good way to hold on to these rabbits, is there? I don't have carrots or anything to kind of keep them alert in. Ooh, that was an ominous thud. Spruce, okay. Pumpkin seeds. And some red mushrooms. That's a very ominous particle effect coming off of that as well. I don't really care for that. So let's stow up any of these things. And then get rid of that thing, because it's kind of perturbing me. And then get rid of those guys as well. Let's come back over here, see if we can crank out the next little bit of this circle. So since over here we ended on 3, we're going to pick up on 2 out here at the end. So let's come back out this way. We'll go 1, 2, and then we'll need a placeholder block, and we'll need to come out 1, 2. Another placeholder block will go 1. Another placeholder block will go 1. Another placeholder block. This time we'll turn this way. We'll go 1, 2. And then a placeholder block here, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. And we're now halfway done with this little circle area. And I'm going to keep my finger hard locked on the shift key, because I don't want to lose what I have in my inventory or figure out what happens if we accidentally stumble off the edge here. All right, we're halfway done with this circle. We'll have a nice area where we can grow up some variety trees once we're done there. But for now, we'll go back to mining up some more resources so we can actually finish the rest of that out. Ooh, a spider. Well, that wasn't something we wanted to keep around, especially with nighttime approaching. So let's store up some of the goods we have here. And actually, I've got enough dirt, maybe, that I can start using the dirt as the placeholder blocks, because I don't need to mine the dirt back out, because that's what's going to be over here eventually anyway. So as we keep getting more dirt, we'll start using that as the placeholder instead of the cobblestone here. And if we had some lava, we could actually start using some of these eggs for kind of an automatic chicken farm. Well, we'd need a bunch of redstone and other stuff too, but maybe that'll come later on down the road. We need to make ourselves a new pickaxe. Still got to be using the stone variety because we spent the first little bit of our iron on some shears. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and collect up some more wool off of our sheep. 4 pieces, that's pretty good. And back to mining some of these blocks as they come out of this phase as well. Alright, we've got another mushroom here. This bed's got to move to a better location because it was right in the way of where I was needing to move some of these mobs through. I don't feel good about putting it right up here against this edge. We'll just place it right here next to the chickens, I guess. That should be fine. So let's knock out this. And then move the mushroom in with the rest of his kind. Kind of surprised I haven't been exhausting a bit more hunger. No, no, no. You've got to come back here. I know you're like the little spawn platform you came in on, but I've got to work over there, and I can't exactly work around you. I mean, I could, but I really don't want to have to do that. So you've got to stay in here with your friends. Or your new friends. Then, like I suspected, right there, we can put that other piece right up and continue working a bit through the rest of these blocks. Well, we got more spruce saplings and feathers. Oh, that's a creeper. Okay, that freaked me out. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we're gonna have to run in. And one more. Okay, good. That's enough excitement for one nightfall. Got some gunpowder out of it, so that's something. Let's sleep the night away before we go back to mining away more on that block. And that is the main reason I wanted to build some sort of a containment center right there is creepers. I didn't want to be stuck in a confined space with them. Another mushroom, huh? Well, we've got places we can put you. Mainly with the other mushrooms that we have here. So let's move you over. What do we have in here? More spruce, a little bit of coal, and some feathers. Let's store up some of this stuff. We're getting a decent amount of coal in here. Let's store up these items. Let's store up a bunch of these logs, because we don't need to be holding on to those. Let's put these in here as well. Feathers, spider eye, yeah, that can go there. String, flint, and the saplings. We'll keep these in here, I guess. And the rotten flesh can go in here too, because I don't have a need to keep holding on to it. But I can hear these chickens are laying some more eggs, so let's come in here and grab whatever they had. Let's put that in here. Let's actually put that gunpowder in here as well. And then we're going to come out this way, back over to this little platform that we were building. Let's put our dirt and our cobblestone back next to each other. And let's build out, we actually should be able to finish off this little circle. So let's go 1, 2, and then we'll need our placeholder block right here. We'll need to go 1, 2. Again, our placeholder, 1. That's actually 1, so placeholder here, 1. Placeholder here, 1, 2. Yes, that's correct. And then placeholder block here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we finish off this with a placeholder block here, going 1, 2. Placeholder block here, 1. Placeholder block here, 1. Placeholder block here, 1, 2. Awesome. We've got the circle made. Now we just need to get a bunch more dirt. And we don't need grass over here, but it certainly wouldn't hurt if we were able to get some grass over here. But let's just start filling in a bit of this space. And I actually think that I want to start filling it in towards the back, just because this is probably starting to get into that danger zone where I can have mobs spawning over here, and the less that they come around and surprise me, the better I'm going to feel about everything. But then again, they'll only really spawn when it starts getting dark until we start growing trees over here, so we should be fine for the time being. Gosh dang, these chickens, they're just so active in laying their eggs everywhere. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gosh, these things get me every freaking time. And that, again, is why we have our little safety ring here, so we can retreat and then keep them in place until we can take them out the way that they need to go. Ooh, what do we have here? A benevolent gift. A map. I mean, that does something for us. Let's go ahead and put this coal and these spruce saplings away. Ah, and we are now getting an upgrade into whatever the next phase is. So while that finishes up, let's bring our dirt over here so we can finish up a little bit more of this platform. And let's just see if we can get it to the point where there's no exposed cobblestone. It looks like we're going to be just right at that point, actually. Excellent. A lot of blocks still need to go into the center here, but we will get them as we get closer. And then I think our iron should be done as well. Fabulous. So we can switch over to some of this other stuff now. We're going to want to make a shovel now that we're into some of the icy stuff, but that is actually going to be everything for today's episode. So if you're enjoying how well this series is coming along, be sure to leave a like. Is that asymmetrical? It shouldn't be. No, it's not. It was just I was looking at it from a weird angle. But if you're liking how this series is going, be sure to leave a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe for daily variety content, because we'll be back with this series in a week, but we've got plenty other things going on between now and then. Be sure to check the description of today's video, where you can find a link to my Twitch and my Twitter. Feel free to follow me on both of those platforms as well. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks again for your time, and take care. Bye-bye, everyone.